US President Barack Obama leaves this G7 summit with a smile. There's been much emphasis on unity throughout these 2 days, and on the most pressing matter at hand there was agreement: the squeeze on Russia must continue.
Russia is in deep recession, so Russia's actions in Ukraine are hurting Russia and hurting the Russian people. Here at the G7 we agreed that even as we will continue to seek a diplomatic solution, sanctions against Russia will remain in place so long as Russia continues to violate its obligations under the Minsk agreements.
But climate change has been at the heart of Germany's G7 presidency. The morning session was a final chance to push particularly a sceptical Japan and Canada to commit to specific carbon emissions reductions targets. That didn't happen, though there was progress, consensus on a broad set of goals ahead of a major climate summit in December.
We also commit ourselves to the recommendations made by the IPCC, which is 40 to 70% reduction in climate gases from 2010 to 2050. And we are now at the upper end of these recommendations, so 40% is clearly not enough.
Day two also saw a number of non-G7 heads of state attend.
The G7 recognises that to remain relevant, it has to become more inclusive. So these G7 meetings are about much more than paying lip service. There's a realisation that a small, exclusive club of nations can no longer try and solve some of the world's biggest problems on their own.
Security was the focus on those discussions too, with a promise to increase efforts to fight Islamic extremism from Iraq to Nigeria. Russia still plays an important role on such issues, but it's again been absent from this family photo, and there's little sign of that changing. Guy Henderson, CCTV, Elmau in the Bavarian Alps.